You won't believe this. Just when we all thought Sister Wives was finally over, it's back. Yes, season 20 is officially coming, September 28th to be exact, only 3 days after Kody Brown pops up on Special Forces. Imagine that. In a world where we begged for Kody Brown to disappear from television, he's about to dominate two different shows on two different networks in the same week this fall. It feels unreal. Someone, please hand me a stiff drink, because I cannot handle this. The new trailer has already dropped, and let me tell you, this season looks nothing short of chaos. For years, we've known the show felt staged, fraudulent even. Kody and Robyn, in particular, have spun their version of truth. But now, some family members are suddenly bearing their souls, while others appear to be chasing redemption arcs. And the wildest twist? Kody Brown is seemingly setting out on a mission. Whether to win his exes back or simply polish his crumbling image, no one knows. Picture this: dinners with each of the ex-wives, raw conversations, unfinished business exploding back to the surface. It sounds like madness, doesn't it? But that's not even the craziest part, because Kody isn't just revisiting old flames, he's also hunting for something or someone new. And you'll want to hear this next part. Now, here's where things get even wilder. This season, Kody Brown seems to be staging what can only be described as a redemption tour. But the burning question is he really trying to mend broken hearts? Or is this just a carefully scripted attempt to salvage his shattered reputation? He's seen sitting down to dinner with his ex-wives, face to face, one on one, to talk about what went wrong. Can you even imagine the tension in those rooms? These aren't casual family dinners. They're high stakes confrontations wrapped in politeness, and every word could ignite old wounds. At the same time, Janelle is making moves toward a spiritual divorce. She's openly ready to step away, and that in itself speaks volumes. Meri, on the other hand, edges towards speed dating, dipping her toes into the possibility of life without Kody in the most awkward yet oddly hopeful way. Meanwhile, Christine is settled with David, living her happily ever after. Or so it seems. But jealousy creeps in when her kids start relocating closer to Janelle. And just when you think the family drama couldn't get more tangled, Kody drops a bombshell. He admits to getting emails from women interested in joining the family. Yes, you heard that right. Kody is apparently still on the hunt for new wives. But is this really about building family again? Or is it about something much colder, like property, money, and control over Coyote Pass? Because here's the thing. All of these apologies and heart-to-hearts conveniently overlap with the very same time he's locked in negotiations over Coyote Pass. Coincidence? Or is Kody playing a bigger game to get what he wants financially? Stick around, because what happens next in the official synopsis of Season 20 might just flip everything upside down. All right, buckle up, because the official Season 20 synopsis doesn't just tease drama, it explodes with it. The Browns are back, and more emotionally raw than ever. That's how it begins. And right away, it dives into chaos. Multiple breakups, major turning points, and a family splintering in ways we've never seen before. Meri, she's tiptoeing back into dating, facing the awkward yet oddly promising world of speed dating. Janelle, she's stepping closer to that spiritual divorce, finding a strange sense of freedom after her trip to New Orleans. Christine, meanwhile, is basking in her new marriage to David, but her happiness is rattled when her kids start moving closer to Janelle, stirring feelings of jealousy and hurt she didn't expect. And then there's Kody, weighed down by the collapse of his family, haunted by painful memories of the home he once shared with Robyn. He's desperate for a fresh start, ready to move, but burdened by the past. In a surprising twist, he sets out on a mission to meet each of his ex-wives, one by one, offering long overdue apologies. But are these really heartfelt, or just another performance? Meanwhile, Robyn clings to her dream of plural marriage, even as Kody publicly questions its future. And if that wasn't enough, there's the shocking revelation. Kody is entertaining attention from women online who want to be his new wife. That's right. While the family fractures, he's out there chatting with potential replacements. This season promises awkward first dates, fiery confrontations, and painful realizations. It's the Browns like we've never seen them before, torn between bitterness, blame, and the faint hope of moving forward. But here's where it gets messy. Christine's alleged jealousy over her kids moving near Janelle. Why would she be jealous at all? Especially when, in reality, McKelty and Tony moved because of Tony's new opportunity, not to chase Janelle. Isabel is in Utah. Gwendolyn and Beatrice are in Arizona. Aspen is in Utah. So who's the real child moving closer? Could it be Peyton? And if so, why does that stir Christine's emotions? And while Christine wrestles with jealousy, Kody himself takes things even further by flirting with women online, reigniting his obsession with plural marriage. But the real question is, who in the world would want to join this fractured family now? Just when you think the family's emotional chaos is enough, the property drama explodes. Kody makes a call. Someone wants pieces of Coyote Pass. Suddenly, the land that's divided this family for years becomes the battlefield once again. Voices rise, frustration builds. Janelle snaps, "Does your money ever go into his hands?" It better not go through his hands. The tension is razor sharp. The deal to finally close on Coyote Pass becomes a standoff. Janelle digs in, "I'm not selling this land until everything is perfectly fair and done the right way." The stage is set for what feels like a final showdown. But here's the irony. We already know how the land got split. Everyone signed off, except Robyn. She was the last one dragging her feet, delaying the transfers, holding up the sale. And yet, in the trailer, Robyn acts as though she's the one fighting for fairness, when in reality, she stalled longer than anyone. The paperwork was clear. Janelle signed her warranty deed. Everyone else followed through. Each name transferred, each share recorded. On paper, it was simple. 4 equal parts. Kody and Robyn together, they'd still end up with 50% since they're married but considered 2 individuals. But Robyn's reluctance paints a very different story. Was she really holding out for fairness? Or was she hoping to grab more than her share? The way this all plays out, it feels like smoke and mirrors. Robyn's words don't align with her actions, and the timing of her signature tells a story she'd rather we forget. But property fights are just the beginning, because while the family clashes over land, Kody sets his sights on something else entirely, and his motives may be darker than anyone realizes. On the surface, it looks like Kody Brown is finally ready to apologize. He sits down with Meri, with Janelle, even reaching toward Christine. His words sound remorseful, almost tender. "I wanted to apologize with all my heart." But scratch beneath the surface, and the timing of these apologies raises red flags. Because at that very moment, Christine was locked in a custody battle over Truly. And what else was happening? The fight over dividing Coyote Pass. Suddenly, Kody's redemption tour doesn't feel like healing. It feels like strategy. If he can charm them, woo them, soften them, maybe he can protect his wallet. Maybe he can avoid child support. Maybe he can get a more favorable split on the land. It's a pattern we've seen before. One moment, Meri blasts him online. The next, she's defending him. Back and forth she goes, trapped in that endless cycle. Janelle, too, has walked away before, only to drift back. And Kody knows this. He knows what words to say, what strings to pull, how to hoover them back just long enough to get what he needs. But here's the thing. Christine is the outlier. She's moved on, married, solid in her new life. She wants nothing to do with Kody except what's necessary for Truly. And that's exactly why his sudden push to reconnect feels so suspicious. He's not fighting for love. He's fighting for control. So what are these dinners really about? Are they sincere attempts at closure? Or are they Kody's way of keeping the women tangled just enough to save his money and his image? And while we wrestle with that question, the story takes an even sharper turn. Because Kody Brown, the man who swore polygamy was over for him, is now back online, entertaining women who want to join his family. And that's where things get downright shocking. Remember when Kody Brown swore he was done with polygamy? On national television, no less, he declared he would never live polygamy again, even calling it repulsive, disgusting, abhorrent. That was just last season. But fast forward to now, and the story flips. Kody isn't just backtracking, he's allegedly entertaining women online who want to join the Brown family. Think about that for a second. While his relationships with his children are crumbling, while his exes want nothing to do with him, Kody is out there scrolling, chatting, maybe even plotting to bring in a brand new wife. Is this about love? About faith? Or is it something much simpler and far more desperate? Because let's be real. How does a show called Sister Wives survive if Kody sticks with only Robyn? Where's the polygamy? Where's the chaos that keeps TLC's cameras rolling? It almost reeks of production strings being pulled. Dinners with Meri, staged apologies to Janelle, awkward tension with Christine, contrived storylines to force interaction where none exists. Because last season, they barely spoke, and boring TV doesn't sell. And then there's Robyn, the wife who begged for plural marriage, but now hesitates, demanding proof it would work before risking it again. Is she protecting her family or her paycheck? The truth is, Kody Brown seems addicted to attention. Decades of juggling wives, fights, and drama have conditioned him to crave it. Could he really be satisfied with only Robyn, a life stripped of conflict and constant validation? Or is this sudden talk of new wives nothing more than the last desperate act of a man clinging to relevance, willing to say anything, do anything, and drag anyone back into his orbit just to keep the cameras on him? So here's the question I'll leave you with. Is Kody Brown truly seeking redemption, rebuilding his family piece by piece? Or is this entire spectacle just a storyline designed to keep sister wives alive? Because if it's the latter, the drama has only just begun. Don't miss the next headline. Like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell.